Friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa String Works Workshop. It is Tuesday, I believe that's April 19th. At least it's the day after tax day. And yes, I did get my taxes sent in, the money sent in, and therefore you should be getting your refund pretty soon. Oh my gosh, I'm glad that's behind me. I did get a small refund from the state, believe it or not, which is kind of crazy. I didn't expect that, but not enough to really care too much about. But yeah, at least I'm getting something. Well, can you say Gibson guitar reboot? Well, I can. Yeah, I'm taking the finish off of it. I'm tired of messing with it. Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result, as we all know, is the definition of insanity. And I'm tired of being insane. I'm going to try to, do something different here. So I'm sanding it off and going to, I'll scrape it off the neck here probably. The neck is just as bad. I mean, let me just, you can just even see, just look at the pits in the back of that. I mean, it won't stop. I've sanded it and I've sanded it and I've sprayed it and I've sprayed it and I've sanded. Yeah, it's just one of those things that says, nope, I don't care what you do. I ain't gonna cooperate. So I'm gonna try a different tactic. I'm gonna obviously have to restain it, which is another fun job. And then I'm going to, shellac it with shellac and put 2 or 3 coats of that on there, and hopefully that I can sand that out smooth. I don't think shellac will do the same thing because it dries really fast and it goes on, reasonably heavy actually. And then I think I'm going to go back over it with the True Oil varnish on top of that. Now I'm only going to take off the finish on the back and sides. The front there where Caleb already did the sunbursting, I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to leave the lacquer finish on that. You're going to say, well, lacquer and, that kind of thing. It won't make any difference. Nobody's going to be able to tell it when I'm done. And if anything, the oil varnish and the shellac is actually at least as good in terms of sound, if not better. And probably is better, actually. So, I'm not hurting it any. I'm just trying to get it done. Again, it's one of those deals where I feel like I have to say it. I didn't create the problem. I'm just trying to fix it. This customer wanted this thing put up in decent shape and he wanted it refinished. And I'm trying to do it. And I'm trying to do it without charging him a lot of money. I'm definitely not even charging him time on most of this. I mean, just because it's taken so long and it's just been a nightmare. As I said, I'm not trying to be a millionaire. That's not my goal in life. So, but it is really, this is just nightmarish for me. I can't wait to get it finished and get it out of here because it's one of the few projects that just has lingered on and it will not quit, It should have been out of here months ago. It really should have. Thank you for all the nice comments on my last couple of videos. The one on the mushrooms for the daily vlog and the part 11 of the mandolin that went out last night. On the subject of the mandolin, again, there are still people getting confused. Do not be confused, folks. The daily vlogs show you where I'm at today. All video series, in fact, almost every channel you watch on YouTube, whether you know it or not, is either hours behind, days behind, weeks behind, or even years behind. Andrew Camarada, I watch him all the time, and he's always putting out videos that he filmed over a year ago. The point is, on the mandolin, I show it to you on a daily vlog, just showing you where it's at presently in the real time. But the video series that was released last night was filmed a month or 2 ago. So, and that shows you the detail that went into it. But people are still saying, well, he changed the color. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure we'll ever going to get through this, but hang in there. We'll get through it together. Those of you who have saw that saw how tedious it is. And with these hands hurting the way they do nowadays, yeah, it's just not good. Like those little tiny parts. Before, I could hold those and just file them and no problem, you know. Now everything hurts. Every type of pressure you put on your fingers hurts. It's hard to explain unless you've been there and done this. And those of you who have arthritis know what I'm talking about. Every single movement hurts, you know, like especially if you twist or you push. Yeah, so, you know, and that's all that was. You know, that whole thing around there was twisting and pushing. Yeah, it hasn't helped my hands any. In fact, I did another video yesterday on repairing an electronic GPS dog collar. In other words, a dog collar that locates your dog. And I repaired the antenna on that yesterday for my son. And just putting in the 3 screws was like a nightmare. And it was just 3 screws. And it's like, you know, how much longer can I do any of this? I mean, it's getting to the point where I can't even do a few screws. It's sad, it really is. I laughed to keep from crying, that's the truth of it. But anyway, that video, I'm going to try to work on that too and get that out before long. I know most of you don't care about that kind of thing because it's got nothing to do with music, but there are lots of people out there that like to see a variety. And so if you go back to the about statement on my original day 1 of my channel, that's what it says. There'll be miscellaneous things shown from time to time. And there you go. I would call that miscellaneous. I went out and looked for some more mushrooms yesterday and found 0. Didn't find a single one, and I looked in a lot of good places. It got down to 27 degrees last night. I mean, what's wrong with this goofy temperature? It's just crazy. And I know if I say this even in jest, all the global warming people are going to get on my case. I probably know as much about global warming as just about anybody watching this program. Unless you're a scientist studying it, I probably know just as much about it as you do because I watch all the documentaries, I watch science like crazy. But in this particular case, this type of global warming is about to freeze me to death. And I know the reason for it. You don't have to tell me, because I know you will. It is kind of funny that people always have to jump on stuff like that. It's their pet project, pet peeve, whatever, and they have to correct you on it, even though it's fairly common knowledge to most of us at this point in our lives. I guess I better get off here and quit rambling because I'm just getting myself deeper in a hole. I'll just continue working on this and show you the progress tomorrow. Hopefully there will be some. Thank you so much for watching.